Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is warm-up moves. This is great in the morning or before a run or a bike ride, just to kind of loosen up. Start at the front of your mat, inhale the arms up, bring the hands together and look up. Separate the hands, bring the head back to neutral, and then inhale up and over to the right, and then up and over to the left, and then back to the center, and then fold, swan dive to the floor. Just let your hands go to the floor or to the blocks. Now you have the option of bringing your hands to the blocks and then lift the head and look forward. And I'm using the chair here to really get some length out of the spine, straightening through the legs, looking forward to open up the front of the chest. Or again, you can be on the blocks and you can change the height of the blocks, still looking forward, getting that flat back and the straight legs. And you can turn the blocks as high up as you need to, just to feel that lengthening, opening up the spine and the back of the legs. Release the blocks and let the head hang down. Bring the hands to the floor or stay on the blocks. And then step the right foot back, lengthening the spine, drawing the chest forward. Inhale the arms up. Really use that left leg, pushing that left big toe into the floor. And then twist to the left. Keep those arms reaching up. Come back to the center. Drop the back foot so it's flat. Bring the hands together. Look up. And then bring the hands back to the floor or back to the blocks. And step back into a high plank or push-up. Keep the legs straight, the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists in a straight line. And then lower yourself down, squeezing your elbows into your ribs. And then lift up, lengthen the front of the belly with a slight pelvic tuck so you don't have pressure on that lower back. You're on the tops of the toes, and then lift the hips up and back and drop the heels to the floor. Really lengthen the back, lift the tailbone, press through the back of the legs. And then take the right leg and lift it up on an inhale and then step forward and through any amount. Okay, so you're in a lunge. Feel free to use the blocks if you'd like. Give you a little more height, and the height can actually help you to relax some more. So take the right hand and lift it up to the ceiling, leaving the left hand either on the floor or on the block, and create a nice straight line, looking up to that right hand, nice straight line through the shoulders and enjoying that twist through the spine. Really press into the ball of that right foot. Inhale the arms up, lengthen through the spine as much as you can, and be with that right foot. Take a twist and then come back to the center. Drop the back foot. The left foot drops down, a little sideways. Hands come together and look up. Keep that right knee bent and then bring the hands back to the floor or to the blocks. And step forward with the left foot so the feet are parallel. Hang the head, lengthen the spine. And again, you can use the blocks to put your hands on the shins, or you can use the chair. And look up and forward, pressing back through the legs, lengthening the spine again. Just letting everything kind of open up. Bring the hands back to the floor, to the blocks. And then a reverse swan dive back up to standing nice and tall. Let the arms come back down to the sides. Okay, you've completed one cycle on one side. We're going to take it through on the other side. Inhale the arms up, bring the hands together. Separate the arms, look forward. Lean up and over to the left. Press the feet into the floor, up and over to the right. Come back to the center. And swan dive down to the floor. Try and lengthen the legs and keep a flat back as you go down. Again, using the blocks, release the head. You might be able to go a little deeper this time as the body warms up. You can stay on the blocks, flat back, look forward, or use the chair. Just keep opening up that spine. It's kind of nice in the morning or before a run. Fold forward. Now this time step back with the left leg. The right foot stays forward. Draw the chest forward. Inhale the arms up. Find your balance. Reach up through the arms. And then take a twist to the right. Into that right leg. And then come back to the center. Drop the back foot. Inhale, bring the hands together and look up. Really reach that spine. And then exhale the hands back down to the floor on the sides of the foot and step back into that high plank or push-up. Okay, so from the high plank, here's another option. You can always drop down onto the knees, squeeze the elbows into the sides, Maybe bring the hands back a little bit more as you lift up. See if you can come onto the tops of the feet. And then turn the toes over and press up and back. Let the heels sink to the floor. And again, lengthen the legs and the spine. Lift the left leg up, nice straight line, and then bend that leg, draw it forward between the hands, or scooch and shimmy, whatever you need to do to get that left leg forward and into a lunge. Use the blocks as you like. So the left leg is forward in that lunge. Leave the right hand on the floor. Take the left hand up. Make that straight line, taking that twist. One of my favorite parts of this stretch. Come back down. Be with that left foot. Inhale the arms up. Reach up as much as you can, lifting through the top of the head, and then twist to the left. Come back to the center. Drop that back foot. Bring the hands together. Look up. Bring the hands back to the floor, onto the blocks, whatever works for you, into that lunge. And then step that right foot forward again, parallel, and hang. Take a moment. Use the blocks. Maybe you can get your hands to the floor at this time. And then inhale, hands can come to the shins, or the blocks, or the chair, to continue lengthening the spine and the back of the legs. Fold back to the floor. And then inhale, reverse swan dive, back up. Hands come together. And then exhale the hands back down to the sides or back to the front in prayer. Okay, this time reach the arms up through the center and step back with the right foot into a lunge. You can let the hands come apart. Drop the back foot and open the arms. So turn to the right and really lengthen. Drop the right hand back down to the leg. Keep the left leg slightly bent. Left arm goes up to the ceiling and then comes down to the knee. The right hand comes overhead by the ear and twist. Look up. Make a nice straight line between the right leg, the right side body, and the right arm. And here I'm taking it a little deeper by getting my left hand to the floor. You can always use a block. And here I'm kind of pushing that left leg into the left arm to help me twist. And then back up. Straighten the left leg. Reach nice and long. And then turn the hips to the front. Lace the fingers together, reach down, and open up the chest, look up. Now here you can always put your hands on the hips. So the idea is to fold forward and reach the spine, lengthen the spine as much as you can. Squeeze the quadriceps, squeeze these quadricep muscles to help balance. And then release yourself if you can, folding down to the floor. Again, either clasping the hands or the hands can be on the hips. You can also use the blocks for balance and just to help relax those muscles so you can get deeper into the stretch. And then inhale yourself back up, nice and tall. Release the arms, turning back to the side, lengthening. And then hinge forward with that left hand down to the floor, down to the ankle or down to the block. Another straight line between the arms. Look up to that right arm. Again, using the block, any height that helps you feel like you can get that length and some stability. And then step forward onto that left foot. Use the block with the left hand. Lift the right leg. Straight line through the arms and the shoulders. And then a straight line from the right shoulder through the right side body, the hip, and out through the back leg. Bring the arm back down along the side. And here, rotate the hip down. So push down with the left leg. And the right side body is actually pressing down to the floor. I love this one for swimming because it lengthens and it turns the hips, which is great for freestyle. And I'm using the chair here for some extra balance. I can really open up that spine, stretch back, and really find balance with that left leg also. Head and spine are aligned, and then step back on that right foot. The left knee is bent. Inhale the arms up. Pivot to the front. Sink into that back right leg, keeping the leg straight, and then step forward, bringing the hands back to the chest in prayer. Okay, continuing on, taking it through the cycle on the other side. Inhale the arms up and step back with the left leg into a lunge. Separate the arms. Open up to the side. The right knee is slightly bent. Inhale, Look up, left hand goes down the leg, right hand up to the ceiling. Pivot forward, the right hand, right elbow to the right knee. Left arm is overhead, look up. Try to create that nice straight line. Use the block if necessary. Sink into the hips and reach. Inhale, back up. Straighten the front leg. And then pivot the hips forward. Lace the fingers together behind you. So really try to get those hips square to the shoulders. Inhale, look up, opening up the heart, reaching down the back, squeezing the shoulders. Great for swimming. Fold forward, lengthening through the spine. And again, feel free to lace the fingers together or bring the hands to the hips. Fold forward down to the knees. Squeeze those quadriceps. Inhale, back up. Open up through the chest again. Long arms, long legs. Hinge forward, bringing that right hand down to the right foot or down to the block, to the shin, and then a nice straight line between the arms and the shoulders and lengthening through the spine. Bend the right knee, take your block and step forward. Lift up that left leg, creating length through the spine and through the side body. Bring that left arm alongside the body and rotate the left hip down. So the belly button is sideways. So you're actually going to start to rotate it back down to the floor. Arm comes alongside the body. Find your balance on that right leg. Use the chair or the wall, whatever you might have in front of you, or nothing, and just lengthen forward. Keep rotating that left hip down and creating that nice long stretch from heel through the spine, through the top of the head. Bend the right knee and step back. Right knee is slightly bent. Pivot forward, hips forward. Inhale and exhale, step forward. Bring the hands back down to your heart center. Excellent job.